Alright guys, what's up? So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to go out and do a van video today, but it's just way too cold. And I know like, there may be a dumb excuse to most people. You're like, just throwing some gloves and a coat. And it's like, I tried, man, but it's freaking freezing outside. So instead of doing that, I figured I would come out and I'll talk to you guys about something that I've been going through probably for like the last, probably the last 3 years actually. And no, probably like 2 now because, I don't know, I'll explain it a little bit. But it's this idea of like, it's called the hermit stage of awakening. And it's been something that I've always been going through, but I never actually put a term to it. I haven't ever put like a key word to it. And actually like, didn't know if it was even an actual thing. But I stumbled across this one dude's videos. He's kind of like a self-help type person, like a life coach type person who gives people advice on life, you know? And his name is Victor Otto or something like that. Victor O-D-D-O. I'm gonna put a link to his stuff in the description below, and it's pretty cool, man. He's the first person that I found that actually had like a term for this and actually explained what it was, and it was explaining exactly what I was going through. And that's like anybody out there. I know for the people who don't understand this awakening process and all this hippie mumbo jumbo stuff, you're not gonna care for this and you're not gonna understand it. But for the people who do, for the people who are going through an awakening process, man, you understand this, man. You understand the process of like, when you hit that point of when you first start waking up, man, when you first start seeing the world differently, when you first start like, I don't know, man, when you just like, you're like, wow, like life can be differently, you know? Like if you woke up, you know that point, you know what point I'm talking about, okay? And after that, it's like, you start to seem like you just like, you close yourself off from the world. You start to hide yourself away. You spend a lot of time alone in your house or in your room or whatever, just learning, you know, just like starting to learn more, absorbing more like experiences, absorbing more like everything, man, just taking it all in because what? You have nothing else to do because you're starting to like feel so unrelatable to the people around you that you start to kind of like box yourself away into your own little private spot where it's just like your stuff, like you're learning, you're like, I don't know, man, it's just all of that. And he calls it the hermit stage because that's really what you become. You become like a hermit, man. You hide away in your house, and like I said, you just, like me, I spent the last, I don't even know, like 7 years of my life, but it wasn't up until like the last like year or two that I felt like I've been ready to actually give it back to the world. And that's why I started this channel. But for like the last 7 years, man, I've really like, since I started waking up, I just took myself away from the world. I started like, I just kind of just, I'm opting out of this way of living, you know, and that caused me to spend a lot of time alone and by myself in my bedroom for the last 7 years, learning and stuff, and going out to the world and learning and stuff like that, and boxing myself away. And then in the next stage after the hermit stage, which is actually probably part of it, but it's like the healing process of coming out of the hermit stage, and that's going back into the world. That's taking everything you've learned, everything that you've built up, everything that that has grown around you, everything that you've been able to like soak in, and now you learn to master that and to become a teacher. That's your job. Then you have to like come back and like, it's like going out of jail, man. Like when you go into jail, you're away from the world in your little cell, and then when you get released from jail, it's like a whole new world. You have to go out and like learn how to do this again, learn how to talk to these people again, you know, and like learn how to like find yourself. And I don't know how to describe it, but like, that's where I'm at right now, man. That's where I'm at right now. And it's like a hard thing for a lot of people to kick, is to get out of that stage because it's comfortable, man. You get to sit around all day and just watch videos about knowledge and like, yeah, you're learning still and everything, but you're not ever really putting it to use because you're just keeping it for yourself, you know? And that's where I'm at right now in my life. I'm trying to get over that hermit stage. I'm trying to get over that hill. And I'm trying to like, okay, I learned all this stuff now. And yeah, I do it through these videos, but I want to do it in the physical world now. And like, I want to go out and teach and show people what I've learned and show people the growth that I've overcome, man. Because like, I've been so like insecure and shy and scared and everything my whole life, man. I've always been that way, and I beat that, man. I've overcome it, you know. I'm not perfect yet, but I've definitely overcome it. So now I want to like, I don't know, I just want to give that out to the world. So yeah, without me having to ramble too much and stuff, like the hermit stage, it's an important stage, man. And so many of us, I feel like, that are awakening are going through this process right now, and we may not know what it is. We may just feel lost. We may just feel alone, and man, have I felt lost and alone. Even to like right now, I feel like that. But knowing that that's like an actual idea, that's like an actual concept, that's an actual thing that other people are going through, it makes me happy, man. It makes me like a little more content in where I'm at, because I know that it really is just all part of the journey, the process, because literally other people are going through it too. So it's a real thing, you know. And yeah, I don't know. The reason that I really wanted to talk about this today is because I know how bad it can like hurt you from being stuck in that stage, you know? And I also know how bad it can hurt you from being stuck in that stage and feeling like you're the only one feeling like maybe that's not even a stage of awakening. Like, you learned all these things, but you're like, dang, I'm not doing anything yet. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I'm just taking this all in. But really, you gotta realize that, like, what I've been realizing is, man, it's important. Take in this time to learn, to just take in all the information. But be ready, and be ready to force yourself too, because it's gonna be hard. But be ready. You'll know though. You'll know. But be ready to put yourself back into the world, man, because you can only take so much in before you have to give it back. It's balanced. You have to do it. But besides all that, I'm gonna go. These dreads, I gotta do something with these underlying hairs because they're like pulling on the back of my head, and it kind of bugs me sometimes when I have it pulled up like this. But yeah, if you're going through this awakening stage, man, you're feeling lost, alone, you're feeling like you're just trapped, you're isolated away from the world, just know that I'm here isolated away from the world with you. So that's one person that'll make you feel better. And yeah, just no, but realistically, there's a whole world full of people, man, going through this. This is crazy times. Nobody's ever had this much access coming into it, like this information coming into their heads and their hearts and their souls like ever before, man. And it's a beautiful time. So yeah, I'm gonna keep up with the van videos. I'm gonna keep going, but it's just been freaking cold, man. I'm a hermit right now. I'm hibernating in here right now away from the snow. But alright, I'm gonna go because I feel like sometimes I just ramble a lot and I don't want to start doing that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go, and yeah, how many more times am I gonna say yeah before I end this? But yeah, I actually want to show you this table I broke behind me too, because the one day I was making a video and I decided it'd be cool to like sit. It was when I was making a Dreamer video. I thought it'd be cool to sit up there and get a shot, and I just fell right through. I lost the clip. I deleted it on accident with all the old footage, but I'm gonna show you it real quick. So all this, now all the stuff from my desk just fell down in there, but all that's like smashed down in, and it kind of sucks because I would use that as like a seat and stuff, but now I can't do it. For some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to get up here. It's probably not a good idea for me to get up here again either, but I don't know. I was sitting on here, man, and I went to sit like, oh, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. But I went to sit like this, and I was just like, and I fell the whole way down through. And I cut my wrist open and everything, and it kind of sucked, but it is what it is, man. I'm gonna go because I gotta edit this video and everything else, so cheer. Big things coming soon. Stick with me. I promise you big things are coming soon. Stick with me, please. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and doing it with the foot. Peace. What are you guys laying around for?